Hey there folks, and welcome back for another head shaving video. And today we're going to do a comparison video between the Headblade and the Merkur 34C loaded with Gillette Silver Blue. And what I'll do is sort of split the head down the middle, do 2 passes with each and see how it goes, see which is closer. Which one will come out on top? I don't know, but we will certainly check and see how it goes. And let's go ahead and wet the dome and get started. Stay tuned. All right, and so today we will use, this is actually a little Cremo with our Soap Commander. I had some Soap Commander left over from the face shave, so I add a little Cremo to it just to see how it goes. And I'm mainly just going to lather the front of my head for this pass. I'll focus on that, and then I'll move to the back and sort of lather that, and that looks plenty good enough, so we'll stick with that. And what I'll do is I'm going to split the head right down the middle, right here. And I'm going to start out with the head blade on this side of my head. And that feels nice. It feels like butter, just like it always does. Really, really nice shaver. I have liked it a lot. People have asked me a lot which I prefer, the Moto or the ATX. I prefer the Moto simply because of that ball. You can sort of switch directions very easily. Actually, the ATX is quite mobile as well, but if I had to pick one, I think this one allows you to make subtle adjustments in your direction quite easy. Okay, let's see what we got there. And that actually feels fantastic. No problems at all. And again, I'm just focusing on that front area of the head, and then I'll lather the back and see how that goes. When I'm doing a comparison video like this, it could the lather could dry out on me because I'm taking a little more time. So let's try now the Merkur 34C. That feels pretty good too. This is a nice mild razor. It's not threatening. Only thing is when you're shaving your head, I have to remember to turn it around. Now, one of the comments some people made, they thought I was grabbing the razor at the shaving end. I'm not. I choke up on it very closely because it gives me a little more control when I'm shaving my head. So no, I will not be grabbing the razor at the working end, or by the working end, I should say. That feels pretty nice. When I get to a certain point on this side, I have to switch hands, and I think that finger there, it's actually resting on the safety bar. It's not over it. So I think that's what people may have caught on the video that was of concern. But rest assured, I'm not going to grab it on the business end. The Merkur 34C actually feels quite nice it feels pretty doggone smooth. Now, how close is it getting? I don't know. I can't say. I'm going to apply a little moisture here on the back of the dome as we move to that, and we'll lather it up and we'll see how that goes. But I don't know how close each side is just yet. I will find out when I rinse and let you know. All right, lathered up the back. Let's once again use our head blade and sort of start right there so there's not missing any spots, and make sure I'm getting it nicely. Got to rinse every once in a while, and that also adds a little moisture as well. The one thing about the head blade, just super, super easy to use. It fits in the hand quite nicely. Does a really great job. All right. Making sure I'm focusing on it. I'm actually, moving it up higher on my head because I'm just so used to doing it, but let's keep it back there. All right, let's see. All right, so there's the back of the head, and let's do some work with the Merkur 34C. You can definitely hear it doing its work. I can, at least. It may not be all that noticeable for you all, but I can hear it. Some little feedback there, not quite as much as the head blade, but I can feel it. So let's make sure we're working on that. The Merkur does feel really nice and mild and smooth. That's one thing I'll say. It feels quite nice. And see, there you see my hand. It is pretty close, but it's not on the blade. So thank you all for pointing that out. It definitely chokes up a little close, but it's not on the blade. So all right, let's rinse ahead and see how close we got. And in between passes here, I'm going to announce the winner for the Jeeves of Hudson Street giveaway from last week, the soap and aftershave. So you're going to want to stay tuned for that. Let me rinse and we'll come right back. All right, and the winner of the Jeeves of Hudson Street black tea set is Jared Rankin, Mr. Jared Rankin. And I sort of got a smile when the randomizer picked his name, because he does some of the best shave of the day photos that you've ever seen. If you're in razor and brush, you've got to check his shave of the days out. He always has a piece of art in the background that is relevant to his shave, or at least the way he perceives it to be relevant, and they are fantastic. So Jared, shoot me an email with your address and I'll get this out to you this coming week. Thanks so much for your wonderful shave of the day. Stay tuned. We'll come right back and compare. All right. As I was rinsing my head, it was very easy to tell. By far, the Headblade side was much closer. There's no question that it's closer. That's just all there is to it. So let's go ahead and relather, and then we'll make a pass in the other direction and see how that goes. But I got to tell you, the Headblade. I keep mixing those up. Shame on me. But anyway, the Headblade considerably closer. No question about that. At least with that first pass. But this time we will go the other way, and we'll see how it does. All right. Let's, again, we'll start off with our Headblade. Hope I'm not saying one blade again, but it's hard to get out of that habit. And did we go? Yeah, we went front to back last time, so let's actually turn it around and go the other way. And that feels very nice, smooth, and wonderful. No problems at all. All right. Give it a little rinse there. Very, very smooth. And you probably are hearing less feedback on this pass, at least on this part of my head, because the Headblade was so efficient, during that first pass. It did really an outstanding job. Really a great shaver. Okay, now let's go with our Merkur 34C, and let's not drop water in my eyes. But I tell you, the Merkur certainly feels comfortable. That I will say. But in terms of efficiency on the dome, it doesn't really feel like it has. Of course, it doesn't really feel it has the same level of efficiency. At least not in my opinion. And this could be one of those situations, but again, I'm green. I am a rookie when it comes to head shaving, so this could be, I could evolve over time to think double-edged razors are the cat's meow, but at this point in time, the Headblade just gets there quicker, and it's definitely more efficient. Let's move on to the back of the dome, and we'll finish up and then come back and compare again. And after that, I'll do some touching up off cam. I'll probably have to use or maybe I'll do it on cam. What the heck? It's Saturday. I have a little more time. Anyhow, so far, it has turned out that the one blade is just, jeez. Oh, help me, folks, help me. The Headblade is just more efficient, and that's all there is to it. Or you can really hear that down there, because that is against the grain on the back of my head, so you can really hear that. Very, very nice. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is my 5th shave with this particular Headblade. So it still seems to be cutting pretty well. All right, I think that about gets it. See how quick and easy that is? Really, really quick and easy. And let's go with our Merkur 34C on this side of the head. And it actually feels quite nice as well, but I can tell it's not cutting at the same level. It's just pretty obvious. And when I do my rinse, I'm pretty sure that that is going to be pretty obvious. But we'll see. There's no way to know except for getting back there and sort of feeling how it came out. But judging by what I'm feeling on my head here, I believe the Headblade is going to be the runaway winner, although I'm trying to get as close as I can without overdoing it with the Merkur. Okay, there we go, and let's go ahead and rinse the head. We'll come back and compare. Stay tuned. All right, so let's feel. Yeah, it's much, much smoother on the Headblade side. Bottom line, it is considerably smoother. Let me go ahead and wet my brush, and we'll go ahead and do a third pass here, and I'll touch it up a little with the Headblade, not one blade. I used the one blade and the Headblade yesterday to sort of compare those two, and the Headblade was by far the better head shaver. Of course, the one blade is a superior face shaver. I need some moisture in this because it is nowhere near moist enough. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. We want to make sure we get a nice smooth shave all over the dome today and have a beautiful Saturday. The weather is cold outside. Well, I wouldn't say cold, but it's cool. It's like 40 degrees. I can do without it, quite frankly. I want it 70, 80 at this time of year, but you know, we take what Mother Nature gives us and we'll roll with it. All right. That should be fine enough. And we'll just kind of show you how easy this guy is to use. And I'm going to start back here and just, you know, make another pass on this side. And really, it's just that quick. And I can still feel it getting a few spots there. Really nice. It is considerably smoother on this side, without a doubt. This razor is just really easy to use, and it does a great job as far as I am concerned. Let's get towards the back over here, and I expect for it to do a lot of cutting on this side, and you can probably hear that. But it's not at all hard on you, and that's one of the reasons that I like this razor. Is it does a good job shaving, but it's not hard on you. All right. Let's rinse and then turn it around a little bit. And there's still some residual slickness from that Cremo and Soap Commander. And we'll be able to, in just a second, close out a wonderful head shave. And remember, Jared Rankin, you are the man today. You are the winner. So thank you for what you do. Thank you for your contributions. I certainly appreciate it, and I think a lot of other people do as well. So I was super happy when I saw your name pop out in the randomizer. That's outstanding. And boy, gotta tell you folks, I'm a Headblade fan. That's just all there is for it. It killed the Merkur 34C in this competition, just not even close. It is what it is. And am I a paid spokesman for one blade or Headblade? No, absolutely not. I bought everything. This one was actually sent to me by a fellow shaver because he wanted me to use it. And David Munoz, you are right. I'm a Headblade fan. It just works beautifully. All right, let's rinse it down. We'll come back and do the post. Stay tuned. All right, and in comes the magic made by witches. There's Witch Hazel, which we'll use on the dome. And that is slick. I did that touch-up pass with the Headblade, and that is slick as a cue ball. I am ready to go. And that's what I like. Again, the comparison really, it wasn't much of a contest. The one blade, oh gosh, I'm killing myself. Headblade, Headblade, Headblade. 3 times usually get it right. Not so much for me. The Headblade killed the Merkur 34C in a head shaving competition side by side. There's just no other way to say that other than just coming right out and going, it killed it. Just killed it. But, you know, I enjoyed both. The Merkur 34C did feel quite smooth. It's just not as efficient in cutting. So there is that. We're going to use Reef Point Earl Grey and Ginger aftershave today, which is beautiful. I've used a lot of this one because it's great. Clean, fresh, fantastic. Thanks, everybody, for all of you who made it this far. I realize this is probably one of my longer videos, but we've had a good time, or at least I can tell you that. Oh, that is really beautiful stuff. And we'll finish it off with Sub-Commander Optimism. Usually I'd wait a little longer to let that aftershave set, but in the interest of closing out this video, I'm going to just go ahead and apply it now. And that smells beautiful. Used it yesterday or the day before for shaving, and it was fantastic. Let's put a little bit on my dry spot there, and we are ready to enjoy our Saturday. Thanks so much for all of you who watched. I really appreciate it. Until next time, let's help make the entire world shave great once again.